Aloha, my name is Larry, and I'm from Ewa Beach, Hawaii. As I was growing up, my family and I never went to church. And one day, as a teenager, a friend asked me to attend church with him. When I asked my father said, well, your mom's a Buddhist, my stepmom, and I'm a Southern Baptist. And he told me, you're not Japanese and you're not going to be a Southern Baptist. And then he said something that really struck me. He said, go find your own God. I didn't really understand what that meant. Go find your own God. His words would stick with me throughout the years. And I began to have these thoughts, like if God was so real, was I so bad that He didn't want anything to do with me? How can people be so dedicated to a God they couldn't see? How could God speak to them and yet not speak to me? My family owned a bar in Honolulu. By the time I was 14, I was already working in a bar and training actually to be a bartender, just tending bar with my father. As time went on, I was exposed to barroom behavior, the good, the bad, the ugly. I seen adults do really bad things, fighting with each other, doing dumb things. It was also at this time when I was introduced to not just alcohol, but drugs as well. The reality of church, prayer, learning about God didn't even take place in my life until I met the joy of my life, who is now my wife, Joy. At the age of 33, when I met her, I had found that I've never met anyone like her. She was so dedicated to God. And as we dated, I could see how important God was to her. And I started to realize that I was missing something. I was missing God in my life. And it was a God that was the God that I said wasn't talking to me. I seen how He was talking to her. And eventually, as I began to seek Him, I could see Him and hear Him speaking to me. Not actually hear Him, but I know He was speaking to me. And then it was then I realized I needed Jesus in my life. And on December 31st, 1992, I gave it all to Him. I asked for His mercy, His grace, His love, and helped me to put away all this behavior, the negative, the bad, the ugly. I didn't want to drink, I didn't want to do drugs, and I gave it to Him. And I asked Jesus into my life to be my Lord and Savior. Psalm 9, verse 1 and 2 says, I will praise you, O Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of your marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing your praise, your name, O Most High. I'm Cadet Larry Groenleer with the Salvation Army. I found the God my father told me to search for. I found Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Have you?